Alright, well, it's approaching about 5 o'clock, and I always like to get my fire started, you know, an hour, at least an hour before it gets dark. This way I make sure I have it going, and I don't need to go out and regather tinder and kindling should something go wrong. But this here is obviously a down pine tree, and in these base of these branches here is fat wood. Fat wood is a very resinous wood, and so I like to knock some of these off and just sort of use them at night, and they sort of burn nice and bright. Now, I don't want to have too much and start getting a lot of popping, but in general, they're real nice to have. Brighten things up, give a nice flame. You can spare your headlamp. Get a bunch of these, and be able to throw them on at night. Now, in general, I mean, pine has pitch throughout it, and that's why it burns so bright and hot like that. But it burns real quick, and you don't get any good coals out of it. So I wouldn't recommend having only a fire of pine. If you have to, you have to. Smells just like turpentine, the ends of those. Always allow yourself enough time so you can, so you're not rushing around and you're not doing any work at night. That's the last thing you really want to do, is be scrambling around at night. So as I said, I usually get my fire going an hour or two before dark, make sure the coal base is good and established, and I like to go out and forage for wood around my camp rather than use the wood that I have already set aside for the night's fire. This way, you know, you're not burning up your fuel for the night while it's still bright out. While it's still bright out, you can still go around and gather, hand gather, chop, saw, whatever you need to do to keep your fire going. Then at night, use that big reserve that you worked on all day. Thanks for watching. We'll have more. Take care.